Xin Chao. What's up, everybody? We got a big update as far as vaccines coming from the land of Vietnam. This video will not be monetized because it will be too short to do ads, because I'm not going to draw it out. I'm just going to give you the information and that's it. So if you want to consider supporting the channel, go on over to patreon.com/fatandbroke. Link is in the description. Alright, so let's just jump right into it. I'll read you the article as it is. Vietnam seeks to buy 30 million doses of COVID-19 vaccine from the UK. Which sounds like a pretty good idea to me. I don't know how effective, I'm not a scientist and a guy that knows shit about shit, but I don't know how effective it'll be on the new variant that's spreading now. But Vietnam Health Ministry is in talks with British COVID-19 vaccine developers AstraZeneca and Oxford University to buy 30 million doses for 15 million people. It's also seeking to buy the Pfizer from US and the Sputnik V from China and Russia, which I don't want that one. They were going to try to buy that one, they backed down on it, but it sounds like now they're kind of realizing that maybe they're behind on their own vaccine and others have the... It seems the Pfizer's the one to get. I don't know anything about this AstraZeneca one either, but we'll see what happens. So we're closest to an agreement with AstraZeneca to guarantee a supply of 30 million doses of the vaccine. Let me actually set the camera down, because when my head moves, I'm not directional to the microphone, so you won't be able to hear me good, and I want to have good audio quality on this for you guys. So let me go up here and set this down. I think they're playing COVID-19 stuff on the old speakers. So 1 second, so I can properly get you good audio on reading this information. Okay. All right. Let me pull my mask down here too, so you can hear me even better. We're closest to an agreement with AstraZeneca to guarantee supply of 30 million doses of the vaccine between the first and fourth quarters of 2021. Deputy Health Minister Chong Quang Kong told a government meeting Monday. The vaccine will be distributed by 2 doses per person. The AstraZeneca and Oxford University COVID-19 vaccine is cheaper than some others and can be stored at fridge temperature. So I think they're thinking about long term, so which sounds good. Which is particularly, it's important in developing countries. The vaccine developed by AstraZeneca costs $2 to $3 per dose, so I could also see why they would want to go with that. All negotiating parties were required to sign a confidential memorandum with only some of the content made public. Some of the vaccines in questions have proven from 65% to 94.5% effective during clinical trials. He also revealed Vietnam would be eligible to buy vaccines from the WHO's COVAX program. I also wouldn't like it. I don't like the WHO. To cover 16% or 15.6 million of nearly 98 million population at the cheapest price. The COVAX facility is a globalism mechanism in the development, manufacturing, and procurement of COVID-19 vaccine candidates. COVAX aims to provide 2 million doses by the end of 2021, which has covered 20% of the population of member countries, including Vietnam. Vietnam has only recorded 1,494 infections and 35 deaths due to date. One of the leading countries in the effort against COVID-19, because we wear masks and we don't think it's a hoax. Has 2 other COVID-19 vaccines. So yeah, we have 2 COVID-19 vaccines we're making here ourselves. So I think their plan, now I can put the phone away and we can freestyle walk. We might actually make it to monetization on this video, because I've got quite a bit to say on this topic. And I like the strategy that they're trying to use now. It looks like their plan now is to get every vaccine, and some large number of it, especially ones that are cheaper and effective. So I have no problem with getting that British one. I think that's the way to go. If they can procure this vaccine, and start pumping it out. I mean, I think they just said there's 98 million people here. I'll have to check that fact. I don't know what the total population is in Vietnam. I'm not like a scholar of facts and statistics. But to me, this sounds like a pretty good idea, guys. Like, let's get the vaccine from everywhere. The only thing I would not take the Sputnik one. I would not take a China or Russia vaccine under any conditions. I don't care if you told me it's 99.995 effective. I'm not taking it. I'd prefer to take the Pfizer, but I think the Pfizer is pretty expensive. So it looks like we're going to be taking the British one, which I have no problems with either. Shoot, something. You got a nice camera, man. Dude's got a $10,000 camera. You see so many of these kids with these really expensive cameras. They're not kids, younger guys. I mean, and everybody thinks Vietnam's like the most broke country. Yes, there's a large divide between wealth and poor. I think that's almost everywhere now, though. Am I not right? There's plenty of people here with money. Look, there's a G-Wagon right there, man. You know how much that thing costs here? It's like $500,000 for real, no joke. Especially if it's the AMG one. If you want to see car pricing, I did a car show about a year ago. You can find it on the channel where I price out almost every car you can get here and the exact price. After taxes, after destination, everything. You could actually buy the car at the car show. A lot of them were sold at the car show. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. I don't want to divest on the topic. I'm sure I just used the wrong word, and I'm sure someone will comment it in the comment section. But I think that their strategy sounds pretty good to me. I gotta buy an HDMI cable, so let's head down here and do the HDMI cable. I'm shooting how to get stuff from America to here. It's pretty much how to get stuff from America to anywhere in Asia and Australia. It's actually way easier than you think, and it's not as expensive as you think. It goes on a kg scale, but we'll talk about that in the next video. But let's walk towards the HDMI cable as I finish out my thoughts on the vaccine and the potential of us having a vaccine pretty quickly here. So to cover it again, I would take any of the vaccines except for the Sputnik one or the WHO one. I have no desire to take one that either one of those organizations have had any part of. I don't want anything from China in my blood. So you couldn't strangle me to get China in my blood. No China. So yeah, it looks like they're trying to get the vaccine from everywhere, but they're really going for this. What's it called again? I want to get the right terms here. The AstraZeneca one, because they can store it in a fridge and it's only $2 per dose. So I understand what their thinking process is on that, and I agree. Vietnam's not a super rich country, so they need to. That's why they're trying to produce their own vaccine. And I would take the Vietnam vaccine too. I think Vietnam does. They've proven themselves to do such a good job on COVID, and they actually care about their people here. So I wouldn't have a problem, after they did a small study and told me how effective it is, I wouldn't have a problem taking the vaccine from them. Not at all. Why not? And let me get the facts right again. Human trials. So human trials have already started on the one here. They've already done the test on mice, rabbits, and monkeys. Nano Covax, developed by Nanogen, entered human trials on December 17th with 60 volunteers. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. So that's the first one that they really got going here. And their timeline for that particular vaccine is to test 60,000 people in August, and then by the end of the year have it fully streamlined. So I think what they're going to try to do now is get these companies other vaccines, right? And then administer as many of those as they can to the people. Because if we have that many people here, if the population's that high, what that article said, 98 million, then it would make sense that that's what they would need to do. They need to get almost all of the vaccines from all over the area. So I'm agreeing with that plan. I like that plan. I think it's a good idea. I think Halo's around here somewhere. I'm not quite sure. My new TV does not play with my PC in 4K because I have an old, outdated HDMI cord that's not fast enough to press faster than 1080p. But yeah, let's wrap this up. I think it's a good idea what they're doing. I think let's procure as many of them as we can and see what happens, you know? Here's the Sony store. So if you do need a battery, or if you want to get like an A7, they're going to have all that stuff here. They still don't have the ZV-1 though. It's funny. I don't know why they don't stock the ZV-1. People like the ZV-1 here too. I've seen 5 to 10 other vloggers with the ZV-1, but they didn't have a gimbal. The one guy, I tried telling him, I'm like, man, dude, your footage is going to look shakier than a shake. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys found this information actually useful. We'll see you on the next one, and peace out.